Hello everyone, welcome to Between the Ropes, where stories, struggles and real talk come to life. Today I'm going to be interviewing the co-host of the podcast, Arron Taylor. Can you tell us a bit about yourself, Arron?
My name's Arron Taylor. I'm 26-year-old.
Where are you from originally?
I was born and raised in Downhill, in Sunderland.
And what do you do for work? And what's your background?
I currently work in a powder coating factory in Newcastle. Quality check the parts. Simple, really.
Yeah. Do you enjoy it?
It's a job, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a job, it brings in the income and for us to do the things I want to do. So,
Do you feel like you have a good set of lads there you get on with?
I think that's what mainly keeps you there, isn't it? Because they are a good set of lads. I get along with everyone.
Have a bit of a laugh on that.
It is. I'm a very likeable character.
So what actually made you want to start this podcast?
I come up with the idea a few months ago because I thought that there was a market there to be looked into. You know what I mean? It's something I've always wanted to do, like along the lines of this, and I come up with the idea. I brought it up a couple of people, you know, in the gym and stuff like that. No one was really too interested. They showed a little interest, but not enough where I thought maybe it might work. And then, obviously, as yourself knows, I've come up there with the idea, and you were up for it, and you shared the same passion as I did to start a podcast. So on that same day, we started up, and we were ready to go.
And it's all looking well so far. We're getting plenty of followers, views. We haven't even brought our first episode out yet.
It's going well, and a lot of people showing interest. I know from the likes of my gym, your gym, what you're currently fighting out of, a lot of people showing interest. Even people who don't know is messaging the page, interested in coming on. So it's looking good.
How would you describe yourself in 3 words?
I'm strong, I'm crazy, and I'm fun.
What motivates or inspires you the most?
I just want to do better. You know, I've made some mistakes in the past, and I get motivated to do better. I want to do better in life, and that is my goal. I want to succeed, and I want to do better.
Like a better version of yourself?
Yeah, I want to be a better version of myself. And growing up and down, a lot of people get stuck in their bad ways, and I want to be one of the different ones, because there's a lot of people who do get out, but I want to be one of them.
And what inspired you to get into boxing, kickboxing?
It started around 3 years ago. It might have been 3 or 4 years ago. I was struggling. I was overweight. I was depressed. I wasn't enjoying life at all. And you took us to the gym, doing weights and that, and then you end up taking us on the pads. We had a couple of rounds of sparring, and I enjoyed it, and that's where I first figured out maybe I might enjoy doing this as a hobby. And then you come up with the idea of doing a white collar boxing. That's how I started my journey.
So do you feel like all this training and experience has changed your life?
It has. It's just changed my life from what I was. I mean, I started 3 years ago, but I did fall back in the old ways, and I've only been going strong since I would say January of this year, where I've dedicated every day during the week to training, and it has really changed. I've come very far in this year, and I'm very proud of myself. And it is hard to be proud of yourself, because you get people telling you how proud they are of you for how much you change, and you don't really see it as much as other people do. But you need to stop and just be proud of yourself, and every now and again, and I would say I am proud of myself.
Taking every chance as it comes.
It is,
I see you're a fighter from Spartan Academy.
Mm-hmm.
You train with Paul Graves,
I
believe. How do you feel? Like how much do you feel you fit in that gym with other fighters?
It's a great bunch of lads, and I really do fit in. Obviously, I mentioned I'd done the white collar, and then after the white collar, Paul got the sign up to a kickboxing foundation course he was doing, and I started doing the kickboxing as well. And I found out I love doing kickboxing just as much as I love doing boxing. And obviously I did fall back in the old ways and stop going, and like I said, from January I started going back, and Paul and all the lads have been fantastic. They show support. Even when you go in feeling down, they'll always ask, "Are you all right?" You know what I mean? And they're a fantastic bunch of lads, and they feel more like family as much as they do friends these days, and it's fantastic to be around.
So it's like a good bunch of people to be around.
It is. It's fantastic. Before I joined the gym, you think everyone's these big, tough, nasty people, but it's not. You know, there's some of the nicest, kindest people I've ever met in my life. And the true people.
That's the people that you want to be around.
Definitely.
1,000,000%. Out of your fighting career, of the experience that you've had, what has been the most toughest moment?
I would say my first white collar fight. I did come in and I did get beat. I fought an experienced lad, well, more experienced than me anyway. And I got beat. I think the toughest moment would be not giving up at that point.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people would give up at that point, and it didn't. And I see it was tough. It wasn't tough because it just set something inside us, and I wanted to come back to get a victory and feel what that was like, and then it made us realise it's not so much about the winning all the time. It's learning. Every fight you learn, and I want to get better and I want to do better. Mm-hmm.
If you could give one piece of advice to someone just starting out in the combat sports, what would it be?
When you first join a gym, it is hard. It is really hard, and you think you question yourself: is this for me? And my advice would be just don't listen to yourself in that moment and just power through it, because it does get better, and you start to get used to it. Once your body gets more used to it, and it's worth it. It's worth pushing that first bit of doubt. It's worth what comes after that. So I would just stick it out. That's my advice would be.
So relating back to what made you start up the podcast, or what made you come up with the idea, is there any specific reason or any subject you want to talk about on the podcast? Is that why you wanted to start it?
Well, I feel like if there's something like this podcast about, more people can watch it and more people can hear the stories and our stories, other guest stories about fighting and about how it's helped their lives, the good and the bad, and maybe more people might give it a go. And how much it's helped me over the last year, it's worth it. If it could help one person out, it'll be worth it.
So is there any specific person you want to be on the podcast, or can it be anyone who's...
It can be anyone, all levels, all different levels. It can be someone who's just starting out. It can be someone who's retired. It can be someone who's currently fighting now. And it's not just the podcasts. We could possibly get doing interviews at fighting events and at different shows.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of possibilities out there what this could lead to.
About the podcast again, if you could get anyone to be a guest on the show, who would you want it to be?
Dream guest.
Dream guest.
It would be one or two people, I would say, who's massive in Sunderland and fighting at the minute. It would be Josh Kelly, and it would be Mick Parkin, two local lads who's smashing it at the minute, who we could relate to more because they are from the area, and that would be a dream.
Relating to boxing, who's your favourite boxer at the moment?
My favourite boxer would be someone I've just mentioned, in Josh Kelly, a local lad, definitely.
Thank you for taking part.
Yeah.
And I look forward to starting the podcast with you.
Definitely.
Thank you very much. And thank you people for who's listening.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.